This is Lynnette Whitfield from Polycom Special Events, and today I'm pleased to present in Sydney Nina Rycroft. So Nina, please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, and when did you start to illustrate?
Hi Lynette. Where do I begin? I was born in England and I moved out to Australia when I was about 9 years old, and lived there for most of my life, and just recently I've moved over to New Zealand. I started illustrating picture books about 11 years ago, and I studied graphic design, but I always loved picture books, and it's something that I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to do it, so I kind of stumbled my way through learning as I go. And my very first picture book was called Little Platypus, and it was printed by Koala Books 11 years ago, and it's still in print, and it's still on the Premier's Reading Challenge, and it's quite a successful book. And I guess when I started, when I wanted to become an illustrator, I approached publishers with ideas, and I think, I was lucky enough that someone picked it up.
Oh, good. How many in total have you illustrated for?
I've illustrated about, I think I'm up to my 7th book. Yeah, my 7th picture book at the moment.
And what age would you say that your books are tailored for?
Most of my books are picture books, so they're tailored for the younger market, maybe up to 5. I've got a couple of books that like Ballroom Bonanza, which would suit up to age 7. But to be honest, if you're an adult and you love pictures and you love stories, I think it suits every age group. I love picture books myself, so you could say everyone. It suits every age.
And have you won any awards for any of your illustrations or your books?
Yes, just recently, Boomba, a picture book that I illustrated for Phil Cummings in 2007, that was printed in Korean and it's won a Belby Award. And Ballroom Bonanza's up for a couple of awards, the Hoosier Award in America, and the JC Picture Book Award. I think it's like an international award. So I've got a couple of awards coming up later this year.
That's wonderful.
So we'll see.
And I think you mentioned that you're on the New South Wales Premier's list. Is that right? Are you on any other lists, reading lists around the world?
No. So 2 of my books. I've got Ballroom Bonanza, written by myself, and I've got Little Platypus. Both of those books are on the Premier's Reading Challenge in New South Wales.
Oh, congratulations, yes. Now, with Read Literature Live, what sessions do you run from your perspective in the actual workshops or the creative sessions? And can you tell us a little bit about the workshops that you do?
Sure. Well, Literature Live is a group of authors, and I am the illustrator. So I offer some really exciting creative workshops. I do creating picture book characters, where I teach the students how to come up with ideas for characters, and I teach them some tricks and tips on how to draw. I also do a writing with pictures workshop, and it's basically I take the students through, I guess, the principles of what I would go through and the process I would go through when illustrating a picture book, from receiving the manuscript, laying out and planning the story, and then going through to designing the characters, the setting, and all the way through to, I guess, writing the story with images. So that's probably one of my favourite sessions. I do a Teddy Bear's Picnic session for the younger kindergarten kids, and I do drawing animals. I have a lot of animal characters in my picture books, so I'm able to show the students how to look at simple shapes and forms in quite complicated animal structures, and then and they all come out with really positive results, because it's just breaking it down to the simplest form, and then they can create and illustrate almost any animal. So I take them through from birds through to I do dogs and pigs, and all these animals also relate to my picture book. So it's not just about drawing. It always comes back to the literature, to the storytelling, and to the characters in the books. So it's all the sessions tend to sort of, I guess, the basis of them is the literature and the fact that it's a picture book.
And are they suited towards certain age range or grades, your particular workshops?
I have, I do have a couple of workshops that are suitable for kindergarten to year 2, the Teddy Bears Picnic one that I mentioned, and just the drawing, the picture book drawing characters workshops could suit from years 2 all the way through to years 6. And I also offer the creating picture books, a workshop designed to show students how a picture book is put together, and that tends to work best for years 4 through to years 6. I also offer an Ask an Illustrator workshop, and it's not very often that you get to sit down with an illustrator or an author and ask them questions, and it's quite insightful. They get to understand all the things that happen behind the scenes, and that's quite a fun workshop for all age groups, from kindergarten all the way through to year 6, in primary school.
And are you speaking at any festivals this year?
This year, I think I'm speaking at the Scooby festival in, I think it's in July. I've just heard about it. And that's all I know for now. And of course, book week next year.
Oh, of course. Now, how do schools book you? If they're interested in actually having a session with you, how do they book you?
So if someone wants to book me for a session, they can log on to literaturelive.net. And they can find us, they can book through Polycom, or they can contact me directly through that website. If you can also go through my website directly, which is Rycroft.com. Either way, you can just get in touch with me and I can organise a session.
That's wonderful. Well, teachers, if you have any upcoming literature classes or art classes, please feel free to give Nina and her team a call, because they're definitely there to help you and aid in your curriculum. Thank you very much, Nina.
Thank you. Bye.